Hi, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to cut and enlarge the holes for the dual fuel tanks. Now the second fuel tank was an option on the Series 1 Europa. My car only had the right hand side tank, and you know I made two tanks, so I made the extra tank for the left side as well. So my car only has the hole for the filler on the right hand side. We're going to enlarge this side to make sure that the filler cap that I want fits, and we're going to make a hole on the other side to take the second tank. Originally the filler neck would come up with an extension through here, and it just had a twisting cap to put it on and off. I want to take a quick release filler cap, so this is an Aston or a Monza style with a quick release that you can open, and it also has a locking insert. So it has the style, but it's also quite safe because nobody can fiddle with it or put anything in it. I also don't want to put the filler on the side of the rear wing like the Series 47 race cars had, but I want to keep the original Series 1 look with a narrow body, and we're going to hide the fuel fillers in the original locations. So I had to enlarge the hole a little bit to make sure that it fits. It wasn't much, but I just rounded out a little bit more towards the corner because of the width of this cap. I didn't want it coming over the edge, so it would prevent me opening the engine cover. So it sits like this, and it can open all the way to this side without interfering with the glass or the body. I'm just hoping that when I put the hinges on and the rear cover opens, it doesn't hit the actual cap. I don't think it will, otherwise I still have to do some problem solving once I test fit everything. But we'll put the cap on. So the cap would sit like this. Open it by pressing, and then it has a locking insert. So it's quite stylish. It isn't exactly original, but I like the racing look. And it's a nice cap. So now I've measured all of the dimensions of this hole, and I need to transfer it to the other side so that both caps are symmetrical. Measuring this is actually quite difficult because you don't have many reference points, but I made sure to take the measurement away from this edge and away from the lip of the rear window, and the circle intersects both lines. So this is the position that it should be. I took the little gaskets from the cap to mark out the circle. Now I'm going to cut the hole. I'm going to use a hole saw for the large part, and I'm going to use my Dremel to trim it a little bit. The hole saw that I have is actually a little bit too big, but I have a smaller size that's a little bit too small, and we'll use that and then trim the rest of it to fit. So this is the left side filler cap. Opens the same way just mirrored. Push to close, open, then there's a key for the locking filler. So now the car's a bit up high, but that's what makes it a bit difficult. You need to push on the cap, unlatch it, then it flips open. Then you have a key. And get the knob off, then you can fill up. You can lock it, push to close. The only thing that has me a little bit worried is the proximity of the cap towards the edge of the engine cover. I'm hoping that if I want to open the engine cover, that it doesn't hit. If that's the case, we need to think things through again. But this was the only option other than completely fiberglassing in the existing hole, and it was a really thick laminate, maybe half a centimeter thick, so I didn't actually want to completely fill the hole and then have to deal with more space constraints in here. So we just used the original position, and I'm hoping it doesn't really hit, but we'll find out once I'm going to completely test fit everything. But I think it should be fine. I'm also going to use quick release pins in the hinges for the deck lid, so I can always take the deck lid off if I have to. So I think it looks nice. I have one for the other side as well, but I don't have them both here because I don't want both of them getting a bit scratched up while test fitting and taking it on and off. So just the same caps on the left and the right hand side, so it's completely mirrored. Okay, so when we take it off, you can see the hole and also the thickness of the laminate. It's really strong on here. It's much stronger than any of the actual side panels. This is a very strong bulkhead. So now these holes are in the body, and we can move on with the rest of the fiberglass repairs. So I hope you enjoyed this small video. You can also visit my blog or my channel on YouTube for the other videos, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of the upcoming videos. Goodbye.